Okay, this is game 5 of my match against Amoffett. Let's take a look at this kingdom. We've got some villages. We've got no trashing, it looks like. Like really no trashing at all, other than your opponent's skulk attacks. We do have fountains, so you can get 15 VP from those points. Without trashing, Outpost seems pretty useless. But you can do stuff. You can get a bunch of bunch of cards, and then buy an inn or something to shuffle them in. So something like a Baker stack seems reasonable. I have the bad split here. Obviously, I'd much rather have the 4-3 so I could do what they did, because I was actually thinking about demanding for Baron as your open. So I can instead just go for Skulk Baron, or Skulk and then demand Baron next turn. So I'm going to open with a silver. Demanding Baron here is much worse because I'm not guaranteed to find an estate next turn. And they're 100% to find an estate the next turn. Baron seems like a pretty decent card for these decks, though. I can also just like demand Skulk, or just buy a Skulk, keep my coffer. Like the 7 doesn't seem like it's the greatest thing here. In terms of buys, I think liveries make some sense early on. You're going to be willing to buy four costs. You know that's the terminal I'm going to be playing. So I'll grab some liveries now. Play more like a livery money-ish thing. These decks are going to get big. This 5 can be a demand for something. Or I can buy another livery, or I can buy an inn and shuffle the inn and the livery into the deck. I got a livery. Just going to get a Baker. I think having the Baker tokens will be nice. Here, I got another Skulk, which makes sense. I'm going to get another livery. 8 is not like the worst here. I think I'm just going to buy a province. This just feels like a sloggy kingdom, and I'm not going to hit 8 so many times. I'm pretty happy to trigger this shuffle here with this Baker. And just pass turn. So yeah, at some point you pick up 3 extra coppers, I guess, for the fountain points. Not quite sure when that is, but yeah, so this should just be another province. Well, that's sad. I could have actually bought a province here if they didn't attack me again. So I'll demand for buy an inn, maybe? I can't actually buy a province here. Yeah, get the 3rd province. The attacks with the Skulk are fairly weak, so it's not like super easy to attack. And I've got some coffers, and if I get 1 or 2 more provinces, then I can just start buying. If I can just buy a couple coppers and be pretty much guaranteed to win. So here I'll probably demand a Skulk, which will gain me a couple of horses and a gold. So yeah, so the gold gains me in the horses. Yeah, I hadn't thought the outpost stuff could work, but I could be wrong. Just seems so tough to draw on your outpost turn. Yeah. Yeah, so the plan here is to demand a Skulk. Livery. So because I gain the extra gold, I gain an extra horse there, which is really nice for me. Let's see what the Skulk did. It made them envious, which is quite nice. And I will pass here. I think I want to save my coffers for a province turn. Yeah, they certainly have a lot more actions in their deck. And they've got a source of +5, so they can do stuff. It just seems really tough to reliably get all that stuff in play. Okay, so I can play the Skulk here, but I can go play the Livery and just buy a province. Rush the provinces along. Depending on if I don't get attacked here, I can buy another one. And then I just go hard into the coppers. You have another Skulk down there. You like reach a weird point where you demand a copper, which is strange. So I'm diluted, which is the one that I don't care about. They really can't touch provinces now. Okay, they did. Okay, I got a win there. Yeah, I hit my early eights, and I just went for a pretty much pure livery money strategy. Did a little bit of stuff with Baker. They had the better open, I think, certainly I would have wished for. So I'm pretty happy to get a win on that one. And a bit of an awkward kingdom, but I was able to get 6 provinces by turn 14. So that shows the value of just money stuff.